always said family is the most important thing.
Maybe that's why he started 2 of them.
Oh, boy.
We have a bar. Look, I have a bar.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel, where we bring you all the latest updates on your favorite shows, stars, and entertainment news. And today, we're talking about the Reba McEntire. Yes, you heard that right. The Queen of Country is back in action, starring in NBC's brand new sitcom Happy's Place, premiering on Friday, October 18. This is huge, and we're here to break down everything you need to know about the show, Reba's return to TV, and why you absolutely can't miss it. Reba has been making us laugh and love her for years, whether it's through her music, her incredible acting, or her hilarious sitcom Reba. Now, after a long-awaited return to the small screen, she's back with a brand new character that's going to have you laughing out loud and maybe even tearing up a little bit. So grab your cowboy hat, settle in, and let's dive into what you can expect from Happy's Place. Before we dive into the details of Happy's Place, let's take a moment to appreciate just how legendary Reba McEntire is. From country music queen to TV star, Reba has done it all. And when we say legendary, we're talking about decades of hit albums, sold-out tours, and her unforgettable sitcom Reba, which ran for 6 seasons. Who didn't love watching her as a feisty, single mom balancing life with her quirky family? She gave us so many laughs, and now she's ready to do it again. In Happy's Place, Reba plays the character Happy Richardson, a small-town woman with big dreams who finds herself at the center of a series of hilarious situations. The role seems tailor-made for Reba's natural wit and charm. She's a master of combining comedy with heart, and from what we've seen so far, this show is going to deliver on both fronts. And if you loved her in Reba, you'll definitely want to see her bring that same energy and humor to Happy's Place. It's been way too long since we had her on our TV screens, so this is a must-watch. Now, let's get into what Happy's Place is all about. The sitcom is set in a cozy, small town where Reba's character, Happy Richardson, runs a charming local diner. Happy is a no-nonsense, quick-witted woman who's constantly juggling her quirky regulars, her close-knit but slightly dysfunctional family, and the never-ending drama that seems to find her. The diner, of course, is the heart of the show, both literally and figuratively. It's where all the action happens, from laugh-out-loud moments with her customers to heartwarming interactions with her family. But as you'd expect, it's not just about serving food. Happy's Place becomes a community hub where everyone brings their problems, laughs, and a whole lot of chaos. So, while Happy's Place is packed with comedy, it's also about community and family, 2 things that Reba has always championed, both in her music and her TV career. It's the perfect backdrop for the kind of humor and heart that Reba does so well. Of course, no sitcom is complete without an amazing supporting cast, and Happy's Place has assembled a fantastic group of characters who bring a ton of personality to the show. From her eccentric customers at the diner to her family members, who always seem to complicate things, you're going to fall in love with these characters. There's who's always causing trouble, but in a lovable way. Then there's insert character name, Happy's right hand in the diner, who's just trying to keep everything together amidst the chaos. And of course, there are plenty of customers with their own hilarious personalities. Each character brings something unique to the table, and the chemistry between the cast is electric. You can tell they're having a blast working together, and that energy translates perfectly on screen. It's going to make for some seriously funny moments. One of the things that sets Reba apart as an actress is her timing. She knows exactly how to deliver a punchline and keep you laughing, even in the middle of a serious moment. And you can expect plenty of that signature Reba humor in Happy's Place. Whether it's a sarcastic comment about one of her customers or a deadpan reaction to the chaos around her, Reba's comedic chops are on full display here. But as always, there's more to it than just laughs. Happy's Place also has heart, with plenty of those touching moments that remind you why you fell in love with Reba in the first place. That's what makes Reba's brand of comedy so special. It's funny, but it's also real. She's able to mix humor with heart, and Happy's Place strikes that perfect balance of making you laugh while also tugging at your heartstrings. It's going to be so good. Okay, let's be real here. Happy's Place is a show you cannot miss. Whether you're a longtime fan of Reba or just looking for a new sitcom to fall in love with, this one checks all the boxes. It's funny, it's heartwarming, and it's packed with those unforgettable moments that make TV shows great. So excited to see Reba back on TV. This show is going to be amazing. This Argentinian comedy/drama is inspired by the fascinating story of José de Ser, portrayed by Leonardo Sbaraglia, the intrepid journalist behind the most famous alien sighting stories in the history of Argentine television. Proving truth can be stranger than fiction. This drama set in 1970s, Los Angeles follows aspiring actress Cheryl Bradshaw, Anna Kendrick, and Rodney Alcala, Daniel Zovato, a serial killer in the midst of a years-long murder spree, whose lives intersect when they are cast on an episode of The Dating Game. When a beloved varsity quarterback disappears during the satanic panic of the late 1980s, a group of high school outcasts who have formed a heavy metal band realize they can capitalize on the town's sudden interest in the occult, but then a bizarre series of murders, kidnappings, and supernatural activity triggers a witch hunt that leads directly back to them. The seventh night of this series, in which TCM host Ben Mankiewicz and notable guests explore the most impactful political movies of all time, features 4 titles, the first 2 introduced with guests. Leading things off and taking up most of the evening is director D.W. Griffith's The Birth of a Nation, 1915, whose 3-hour-plus runtime is the least of the issues that make it a tough watch. It is likely the most racist American film ever made. Jamel Bouie, opinion columnist for the New York Times, co-hosts the movie's introduction and discusses why it ranks as highly as it does, 5, on this list of political films. Following that is Best Director Oscar nominee Steven Spielberg's Lincoln, 2012, led by Best Actor winner Daniel Day-Lewis in the title role. Former U.S. Secretary of Defense Robert M. Gates co-hosts the intro. Next is director Spike Lee's Malcolm X, 1992, starring Best Actor nominee Denzel Washington in the title role. The evening concludes with Primary, 1960, a documentary about the 1960 Democratic primary election in Wisconsin between John F. Kennedy and Hubert Humphrey. Reba McEntire stars as Bobby, a widow who inherits her father's bar and discovers that she has to share it with Isabella, Belissa Escobedo, the half-sister she didn't know she had. Meanwhile, Isabella has plans for big changes at the bar, which causes friction with Bobby. Melissa Peterman, McEntire's co-star on Reba, 2001-7, reunites on screen with her real-life pal. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel Jaxcey N24. Thank you for watching.